Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the European crossover webinar. And we did see a rally in indices since the U.S. session closed. I had noted I was looking for the Nasdaq to go on and get up to 15,634, which is we did make it to that level, got just a little bit above it. We're starting to pull back. Wasn't sure about the S&P's coming all the way back, so it was a bit of a surprise. It didn't come all the way back, but definitely thought we may be able to push this because we did not. If we look at the dip, and we held up overall, so this probably set up for a little bit of a squeeze here for anybody who had been short from here in the U.S. session, thinking, oh, we're going to get another leg down. So we held up here. Looked like it was going to probably fall a little bit. Maybe right now we're going to fall a little bit, and it didn't. When we came back, so this opened the door for a bit of a squeeze for anybody that was stuck short. So I think that came up in line. And S&P's holding up relatively well. Taking a look at crude oil. Crude oil still stands pretty high up here. I did see there was one of the reasons why I never did take a short, even though it got up to that level I was looking for, 69.55. I just felt like this whole situation with that item was kind of like an unknown. I know they mentioned there's a lot of loss of power. And I don't know how many units were taken down. Thinking, well, God, at any moment they may just say this much is down. Whoop, thing jumps up a couple of bucks. So I haven't done anything with it, but obviously you can see they have still not been able to take out 69.55 since the challenge in the Sunday session. Taking a look here with gold. Continues to do a whole bunch of nothing. We did come back down here. You can see here revisiting the 1802. Kind of leads to what I was saying since Monday. I think this is just a fake out here, and like, who are you going to convince to step in and buy? I mean, really, after what had happened, that fiasco there. I mean, and you're really going to get someone to fall for that trap again? No. We're holding up in here because once again they squeeze some shorts, but we're still dipping lower. You know what I mean? To rebound from that, which has been key before, that 1802, they jump up and they're sliding right back down again. If they jump up, like I said, no one's buying that story unless we get past 1865. Taking a look at news, economic data. UK housing, HPI report, I should say. German retail sales came in 3/10, so actually 5.1% lower. Holy smokes! For retail sales month over month. One moment. Trying to get rid of all these countries I couldn't give a you-know-what about. When I pull up like Brazil, like who the F gives that? Russia, Singapore, trying to get rid of the data doesn't come up. South Korea, South Africa. I could care less about these countries. Hang on. Okay, so there's a data clean. Spanish manufacturing PMI. And let's see. It reverted back to the other time frame. So here we go. Yeah, we got that German manufacturing PMI came in at 62.6, a little bit lower. Looks like Nasdaq is fading, which is nice. Italian unemployment rate, 9.3%. And when we get in the States, we will have, we do get ADP non-farm. Forgot about that. It's Wednesday. With Canadian manufacturing PMI and U.S. manufacturing PMI. I said manufacturing at 10 a.m. Eastern. And we do get crude data. Completely forgot about it. ADP. Let's just go on and move into the analysis. Bear with me. Okay, just noting that we did get there on the Nasdaq. Everyone's seen a nice little fall. Let's take a look at the euro. Oh, I got a nice little move up here to that 1848. There's our number, 1848. Yesterday, didn't even see it. And we pulled back a little bit. Nice move right there to the pip. Might have been 46. Let's see. Looks like 45, but nice move there. So taking a look at the euro. That 1848 is still going to stand for now. We do have ADP. Maybe Mike could see a little bit of a challenge because of that. And let's see. On the downside, I don't see any changes here, any reason to. I like that 1771 here. So no changes here. Let's see, let's go into the cable. Same thing here on the cable. Looks like we came up to 3806, had 3809. I still like that 3809 as a resistance, so maybe they jump up there and tag it. I still like 3809. And on the downside, same thing, 3728. So no changes. We'll see how ADP comes out. No changes here. And let's go move into the Aussie dollar. This is a bit surprised because I wasn't sure that we'd squeeze much more here, but I guess because the indices held up overall, they're pushing. I wasn't sure. I thought that this was pretty key. It actually did hold. The high yesterday was 73.40. We closed at 73.13. Overall held. So today is the new. Can we push any further? We are, but the resistance would come in right there. 73.72. Pretty good run up already though. But it's been very oversold. Support, we definitely have to go move that. We'll go right there, 72.81, or just a little bit lower, 72.79. I don't think it's gonna, unless we see something dramatic in ADP. Kind of doubt that, but we'll go with 72.79. And let's take a look at dollar yen. Oh, well, we've got to move past. We got past that 1022. Just taking it out. We're pressing for the day. How much further? Well, if we can continue to press further, there's the key level right there, 1057. There's a pause area right here, 1043. But the true resistance, actually even higher low than that. It's actually 1061. That'd be a bit of a stretch. Let's go with that, 1057. And on the downside, we've held up pretty well. So it's going to be all these touches coming across here, and that'd be 973. Okay, just covered that NQ short. We're a little bit overdone here. You can see here, I actually had like 775, but we've come off rather quickly. See right here, I would have preferred to hold it all the way down to 993, but we've already come off kind of rather quickly, and we are coming into ADP. So maybe we did back, and they might still dip a little, but this has come rather quickly, and you can see here the amount of volume that came in right here. So can they push a little bit lower? Yeah, I just don't. If it wasn't for ADP, I'd like to write it out. But it's been a quick move from there. So let's see if it bounces out. If not, we'll see what happens in the US session post ADP. Let's take a look here. Cash dollar index. Oh my goodness. So we're looking for 92.32, and potentially there's a move down all the way to 92.03. That was pretty close. I'm still going to stick with the 92.32. We'll see what happens. On the upside, though, 90. Let's call it 92.95. Let's go move into Bitcoin. Looks like we came down here just about and tagged that 46,412. Probably a little bit short of that. Hang on. Low so far is 46,513. Okay, yeah, we're still a little bit above it, but I'll stick with that 46,412. Upside. Go right there. 48,169. And let's go move into the ES. This is a pretty good move back. I mean, we had that 45.45. We came in a whisker. I think it was 45.42 3/4. We'll go and keep that here. I think we'll keep it. Take a look at the daily. Boy, this thing is really stretched. We'll keep it. Support. We go 45.14. Oh, that wasn't too far off when we said 45.10. from yesterday's low, which looks like about 12 and some change. And let's go to the Nasdaq. We had 15,700. The only way I see if we get up here is because maybe ADP. This one's it's tricky because a good employment report puts more pressure on the tapering argument, which I did say a month ago. There was last month there was not going to be a taper in Jackson Hole. People were crazy. We got the last employment report. There's a tapering coming. There was no tapering coming. But that would put more pressure. So we'll see how. Maybe they run up there and goose them. So we'll keep the 15,700, 15,567. We're going to keep that. Don't see any need to change that. Get rid of this. So we'll just keep that 15,700. We'll keep that at 15,567. And we'll move on to gold. Well, you already know my thoughts on gold. I just think this just, they did really fake out some value bears. I mean, after this thing fell apart, and then we come back, and I didn't think we'd get, if we got up here, I thought it'd been a stretch. But really, they made it up in here, and then thinking, okay, it's really going to fall back. But they kind of fake them out again. They did back, and then they fake them out one more time. But we're just not, but no one's buying it. Like I said, we have to get above 1865. Hence why I said, as I said before, everything in between is meaningless. So what if we went back to 1834? What if we did this? It's no, just keep it 1865, and this is still bearish, and until it gets above that, nothing really matters. I'll still stay with that same credo. 1794 support did come back down to this 1802 that we've had multiple times as support. But once again, I'm just looking at where can it really go to find some support where the shorts come in and definitely cover. Yeah, 1802 is some support, but they'll step in around that area. Until then, no changes. If we go to crude, we're still hanging around here, and I just don't see any changes here. I would have liked to take in this, but like I said, in light of everything that's happening with that IDA and power being cut off and all this, don't want someone to all of a sudden just say, whoa, that's significant. And then we jump $2. So unless you have to trade crude, like that's what you trade all the time, you can see here we're not really going anywhere now. So after all these big old moves, and look at that, and now we're just stuck like Chuck. So just stick with the levels, 69.55, the downside 67.95, we break lower 67.11. So no changes there. And Jaime says, Buenos dias. Jaime says, what do you think about dollar CAD? We can take a look at it. It's not a market I follow anymore. But we can certainly take a look at it. One moment. Take a look at the weekly first. Boy, this is a pretty good little run back in here. Holy smokes. Oh, wait. Well, no, yes, yeah, that was a good run back. Boy, we're kind of in dead man's area now. Let's go to the daily. Wow, that was a heck of a opportunity. Look at that. On the daily. Holy smokes. I hope some of y'all caught that. dang, that was like, look after this run. Oh man, that was a beautiful setup. I would think we'd have to still do a little bit more legwork. So support would come at 24.98. And resistance, it seems rather obvious, would come in at 26.87. If you look on a 2-hour chart, oh yeah, we're just after this big old fall. Even on the 2-hour chart, look at that. That was a beautiful setup on the 2-hour chart. Look at that. That's a beautiful Greystone doji. Look at that. Well, you really had that opportunity to benefit from that. One thing about dollar CAD, usually once it gets going, it just trends and trends and trends, whether it's up or down. I would think we still have to do some homework downstairs. And usually if you sit here this long, it's not like as if it's going to take off. So I would think you still have to fulfill some stops here. There might be some people that try to get long. They're like, well, I'll put my stops a little bit lower. So I would say right here is your first delivery support, 25.36. So 50 lower. If you're short, this is a good area to cover into. It doesn't mean it's going to stop there, but that would be a good target for if they break the like they hit the stops down here. This is a good area right there. Look on the 2-hour chart. Look at all these touches coming across here. See that? That'd be 25.36. So there it is with dollar CAD. We do have ADP today. I'm not sure how that market looks at that. Like I said, I would like to have held that NQ for a test of 15,593, but we had a quick fall already and coming into ADP. Maybe the thing finds a little bit of a bid. I don't know. Just wait till we get in this new US session, and I'll after covering that short, I'll just stay flat until after the report. But there's the bias chart. We'll get that posted. And thanks for joining us here on the European Crossover webinar.